Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another edition of Talk That Tech, the
Number one tech morning show in the world. Good morning.
good morning, good morning. So glad to have you guys with us this morning. And I do have to admit, and I do have to say apologies on my end because I'm actually out of state right now. So I had a little technical difficulties trying to get the show started here. So all on me this morning, but it's all good. We're glad that you're here rocking with us on another Monday morning. And we're excited to have you with us.
Yes, indeed. Sometimes it's like that. When you're not in your home space and you know how everything works, stuff just happens. But the show must go on
The show,
nonetheless.
indeed, the show definitely must go on. And so we're excited that you're with us. You know, what's so funny? Side note, I was just getting a chance to watch a little bit about that documentary. I think you mentioned to me about the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just started watching it, and I was like, "Ooh, fun
Yeah,
times back
bro.
in those days." He was
Yeah,
about
they
to
they hated that dude, man. And a lot of people still do now, man. Yeah, a lot of people still do.
yeah. So I was
Especially
like,
after this trade. So
I know, right? A lot of people are saying the same thing. So I must have finished seeing that, and then I'll probably be able to comment. Definitely wanted to talk about that a bit because I was like, oh man, that's kind of interesting, especially as we're moving on to the season going in right now with everything. So yeah, man, that's definitely interesting, y'all. So we got a lot to talk about today, brother. But first and foremost, how was your weekend, man?
weekend was pretty good. Just same old, but I had little bit more stuff to do this weekend. So not like out or anything, just around the house and all that kind of stuff. But it was pretty solid, pretty solid. Not too much outside of the norm though.
Nah, that's good to hear. That's good
Still,
to hear.
yeah, still messing around with these workflows on like N8N and stuff. But yeah, outside of that, same.
Yeah.
How about yours though? How was yours?
Well, it was pretty good. First and foremost, it was pretty much last minute, kind of like finding out about this trip that I had to take, and getting ready for that. It was a bit of that, but also kind of making sure the family was good. So a lot of daddy stuff, taking the car to get car wash and fill up with gas and running around here, running around there. And then they had like a big like thing at my church where like all the kids got to sing on stage and stuff. It was pretty cool. But overall, it was a good weekend, and then I took a flight and got to where I am right now, and so here I am. So
Yeah.
that my weekend was pretty much that in a nutshell, y'all. And listen, let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat. We want to know where you are, and also if you have an idea of this particular question, what is your favorite fall activity? Right now, the seasons are changing, and we just, for some people, it's like they're so happy that pumpkin spice is back in motion. For others,
Yeah, I've been seeing that.
yeah,
Ugh,
it's like waiting for the. He's like, are you a coffee drinker by any chance?
I love coffee. I drink coffee every day. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin specifically is the
Oh my
for
goodness.
me.
It's like, oh, got you. Well, listen, y'all, what is your favorite fall activity? Let us know in the chat. We definitely want to hear from you about that. And just a reminder, y'all, this is a call in show. So if you want to call in at any particular time to talk about a particular topic that we may cover today, and we'll stay on the topic if it's worth it. Hey, what up? We got our first in the morning here. Tech Coach Ralph. He says, morning, fellas. Trey, how much time do you end up spending working on tech stuff on the weekends? That's a question for you. So I'll let
Yeah.
you answer that.
So weekends are particularly interesting because if there's nothing going on, like as far as me having to actually leave the house, then that becomes the work day, if I could put it like that. So, I mean, bro, all day, like from Friday evening Saturdays to Sunday after church, like that's what it's like. If I don't have to do actual work for the job, then if that fills in the work. So whether it's just trying to learn the things like, okay, I'm trying to do this. What do I need to learn? Okay, let's watch these videos and then let's try and implement, to actually like being on the computer and trying to put it into play so that I can press play and then watch it work, go through the workflow. Like, yeah, like it's consuming. But it's more like, hey, this is what I'm choosing to work on. Like if I can. So, if I don't have to watch my daughter for a couple hours, while wifey goes to get her nails done or whatever the case may be, then that's what we're doing. While I'm watching NCAA football right now,
Oh yeah.
and in between that, and when I say in between, during, maybe a good highlight comes up. I know they're gonna flash back play back the replay. So my head is in the computer on that kind of stuff. But yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much the weekend.
I love it. It tickles Ralph is funny because if you don't know, he lives someplace where they have only 2 seasons. So he's like, "What
Ah,
is fall?"
yeah,
he,
yeah,
he doesn't experience the joys of multiple seasons. So I will.
yeah.
I will.
It's kind of dropped. It's kind of dropped here a little bit, but that's a win for Ralph.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, to each his own. To each his own. But I definitely would say, hey, if you haven't get a chance to get some fall weather, it's not that bad, man. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Well, listen, y'all. We'll get right into the show. We got a few things to tackle here. What's our second season? Like how I have it in Guyana or where I used to live. It's just wet or dry, and it's hot either way. You get the wet one, you get the wet season where it's raining all the time, and then you get the dry season when it's a little bit like, oh, where's the sun coming?
Ah,
But either way, y'all are still gonna be human. Y'all gonna still be human, and that's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of the beast. Oh man. But speaking of beast, there's something that we got a few different topics that we'll be talking about. But the first one we're going to talk about has to do with a huge deal that happened recently, and how it has changed in regards to a particular brand, and even a CEO taking on a new position within the new company. So we're going to talk about it and pass it over to Trey to share more.
yep. OpenAI. Surprise, surprise. OpenAI. Right. At this point, it's AI stuff. It's tech stuff. That's what we talk about. But yeah, OpenAI has signed a $1.1 billion deal with a B with Statsig. All right. Which, let's talk about that. OpenAI. They are purchasing Statsig, which is a Seattle startup. If you don't know, a lot of stuff comes out of Seattle. A lot of stuff comes out of San Francisco, because that's where they go, right? But right now, $1.1 billion is on the line in stock. Okay, it's one of the it's one of the biggest acquisitions that has done to date. And right now we're looking into it, but it's not quite done yet. But it's right there on the brink. All right. So Statsig, they're going to keep operating independently, but the team can join OpenAI if they want. So, I mean, what a great opportunity, right? Like, oh, our company is getting acquired by OpenAI. By the way, if you want to come over to OpenAI, you can. If you want to stay on Statsig and just grind it out doing what you were doing, nothing's gonna change over there. We promise. And you can go ahead and stay. So the leadership moves as far as that. Statsig's founder and CEO, BJ Rahi, he is actually leaving the company to become OpenAI's chief technology officer of applications. So he's leaving for sure, and some people are going with him. But nonetheless, Fiji Simo, the new CEO of applications, Raji will oversee engineering for ChatGPT, Codex, and other AI apps. So why in the world did OpenAI by Statsig. Y'all know at this point in time, these companies don't just, do things just to be doing it. Like there's always a reason and a chess move being done. Okay. And so Statsig, they build tools for A/B testing. So if you've ever done anything that has to do with, okay, let's put out both of these things and let's see which one the people choose, whether that's, running ads, or maybe you're on YouTube and you're a YouTuber and you're split testing YouTube titles or YouTube thumbnails, right? These people right here, they do it on a big time scale. So they have feature rollouts and then real time product decision when it comes to that technology. And OpenAI, they were actually already using it. So they knew the product was good. Now, owning it outright, this is going to help OpenAI launch safer, faster, and then more reliable AI products, right? Because they have it in house. And so they get to use everything at the biggest level that they can. So on the strategic side, like I was talking about, OpenAI, they recently raised $40 billion to expand the ecosystem, right? So they're like, hey, we need to get some more tools under our belt. We need to run like the big dogs that have been around forever, scooping up companies, either, putting them on the sideline or putting them into use. And so they raised $40 billion. Now, Seattle, remember what I was telling y'all? Seattle is now the second biggest AI talent hub in the United States. So big time deals going on in AI in Seattle. Basically, if you were to walk to Seattle right now, you could get on in an AI company and start doing it. I'm just playing. Don't do that. But yeah, right after Silicon Valley, Seattle is the biggest AI tech talent hub. So this is making this deal a key foothold in that space, in that area. Right now, the move is showing that OpenAI, they just want control, not just the core AI models, but also the apps and the tools that actually bring them all together. So obviously, when you're raising $40 billion, you definitely want to spend it. So y'all know more things are coming down the pipe. You just got to be on the lookout and get in there. Get in there. But that's it, man. That's where we're at right now.
I just gotta stop at that number, y'all. They raised 40 billion with a B.
They keep winning.
That is nuts. I let that settle in. It's a big win when a company raises $100 million.
Winners win, and they win on the biggest scale.
So this is insane. But you know what's so funny? I was just talking with a prospect actually last week, and they were mentioning, even though their company is based in the Northeast, that them being in Seattle was strategic, and this makes sense because of everything that's happening with AI and technology. As we know, Microsoft, that was a big hub for them for a period of time, and in other companies being in that area. Starbucks is one of those companies that people are like, oh,
big
Seattle,
coffee,
Starbucks, big coffee, right? Well, there are other companies that you're right, who are out there in that particular region, and so it's just amazing to kind of see what's going on there. And this is the trend we saw. We had a story like this a while ago, where a company was acquired in a very unusual way, and the CEO was hired in a different position, but unfortunately, the staff did not have the luxury or even the benefits that this particular deal is providing. So kudos to them, that they're like, hey, we'll keep things the same. And hopefully this is more the trend in regards to acquisitions and in regards to just how they are acquiring companies to not really lay off the workforce, but say, hey, y'all doing a good thing here. Let's just keep y'all doing what you're doing, or give you that option at least. And versus be like, nope, we got what we needed. Peace. We out. So listen, y'all, what are your thoughts in the comment section? And so let us know what you think about that. And we definitely want to hear from you for sure. But yeah, no, this is a very interesting story because we're seeing A lot of things here, like you said, OpenAI is expanding from being just a model builder to becoming a full stack AI powerhouse. What is that going to mean moving forward when it comes to just how they're going to grow and develop? Do you think, this is just me speculating here, do you think that the desire, we remember when we talked about them being a not for profit, Elon was very happy back in those days, and became a for profit. He got upset, tried to buy the company, didn't work, and now they're expanding in a way that they're like it said here, to be a true like full stack AI powerhouse. Do you think that there's a possibility that they may even buy a bigger company as they continue to grow? Because $40 billion is nothing to scoff at. Not saying they want to put all their eggs in one basket, but you could buy significant companies with that amount and
Oh
not, and
yeah.
still have more money left over.
Oh
So,
yeah.
what is next for OpenAI, and what is next for these for companies? And truth be told, is that another part of the AI race, is for why people are starting these AI companies, because the goal is to build and scale quickly as possible, so that an OpenAI or a Google even or another company can pick you up for a very significant amount of money, and you get an early cash out. That
Yeah, for a
that
lot of
seems to
them.
be the trend.
For a lot of them, man. There are a few that I've seen over the years that they're like, no, I'm gonna hang on. Like, I this is what I want to do. This is my life's work, my mission. But yeah, for a majority, they have a number, man. They have a number, and if it comes out, they're taking it, and they're good. So yeah, we'll see. Time will tell, but for sure, they didn't raise the money for nothing. People, something they buying something. They
Yeah,
spend it. They spend and spend it. So
yeah, they definitely ain't spending, y'all. Let us know in the chat what you think. I'm pretty sure Tickles Ralph has been working on it on some form of a company or two that could possibly be acquired very soon. So keep on working, Tickles Ralph. Keep on trucking. You're very
yep.
close. Just let OpenAI
Come
know
on.
you're here, and they might swoop you up. They may swoop you up. Well, listen, as we're going through, we do have a segment that we like to call the Tech Wire. Basically, the Tech Wire is just an opportunity for you to learn about different events and different, I guess, conferences and other things that are happening in your neck of the woods. So definitely check out blacktechglobal.com. That's where we get the majority of our intel when it comes to events that are coming up. Again, that's blacktechglobal.com, your premier source for all tech events. And we have a couple coming up this week. Actually, it's finally here. MidwestCon is happening this week, September 10th to 11th in Cincinnati, Ohio. Definitely want to check that out. We have a few friends of the show who are actually going to be speaking there as well. So if you are in the Cincinnati, Ohio area or in the neighboring region, definitely check that out for yourself. But if you're not and you're in Washington, D.C., aka Chocolate City, check out GovTechCon on September 11th to the 13th. Also, September 12th to the 14th, we have Black Women in Data Summit in Atlanta, Georgia. So if that is your cup of tea, check that out in Georgia. September 18th to the 20th, we have Sisters in Sales Summit that's happening in Brooklyn, New York. And also after that, we have Africon, 18th to the 20th of September in Atlanta, Georgia, followed by the Tech Wealth Summit in September 18th to the 20th in what we talked about, Seattle, Washington. So Tech and Wealth Summit in Seattle, Washington. You can check that out. As well as going back to Oklahoma in that region, we have Tulsa Tech Week 25 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, September 22nd to the 27th. Then September 24th to the 26th, National Black MBA Conference, Houston, Texas. And last, we have September 26th to the 27th, BTS Digital Empowerment Summit in Detroit, Michigan. So these are all the events that are coming up. You will definitely want to check it out for yourself. And that was this edition for the Tech Wire, your daily, or I would say weekly source for upcoming tech events and conferences. And so with thinking about what we just talked about in regards to just the amount of money that is being invested by one company, well, there was a very, very, very expensive dinner that happened recently that a lot of people have been talking about, in which those that attended, I would honestly say it's probably one of the most expensive dinners of all time, in my opinion, especially with those who were seated at the table. And so, Trey, we're going to talk about that as well and share how there was a typical dinner at the White House where leaders came together to talk about a lot of things that had to do with AI and a few other things. So I'm gonna pass it to you to share more.
Yeah, bro, I watched it, man. I watched it, and yeah, this is one of those dinners where whether you're there or maybe you just think, I know I was thinking about, I'm like, man, it's one of those where you just nervous. Like you're like, whew, this is too much money, too many big people in one spot. Like if something were to
Yeah.
go down, but it just make you nervous. But what am I talking about? All right, Trump. Trump hosted a major White House AI dinner with a lot of the tech leaders in the world. Okay, there was one specifically missing, but I think he had a legitimate excuse. Okay, he was invited. I'm talking about Elon Musk. Okay, we all know they had a little rift a little while back, but he was invited, but he did have something going on. So that being said, sometimes billionaires are busy. But what event was it, and what was it talking about? This happened on September 4th, a few days ago. President Trump hosted a White House dinner with 33 of the top tech leaders, okay, all in one room, in one big eating area. Yeah, they had their mics and they were talking. All right. So it was basically held, it was called the State Dining Room. Um, After Rain moved in from the Rose Gardens. So that's where they were going to be. But nonetheless, who was there and who was not? So you got Sam Altman from OpenAI. That's who we were just talking about. We know they got some buckets. They just spent some money. But Tim Cook with Apple, Mark Zuckerberg with Meta, Bill Gates, Sundar Pichai, or how do you say his name? I can't remember. But anyway, Sundar from Google, Satya Nadella from Microsoft, and then Elon Musk. Again, like I said, he didn't attend, but he did have a representative there. So stuff like that does still happen. So some of the bigger announcements that were made there, I mean, numbers that definitely made my head turn. Like I said, I was listening to it and I heard a number and I was like, I had to turn and look at the TV because I didn't know what was going on. But the number, Meta threw out $600 billion for U.S. data centers and infrastructures. All right, then right after that, right after Mark Zuckerberg said that, Apple said, 7-Eleven, 600 billion for U.S. manufacturing. All right, then after that, Google threw out a number, 250 billion in U.S. investments. So Trump, with that, he promised easier access to electricity and permits for those projects, because y'all know those type of things. Y'all heard Joseph talk about it in the past. When you talk about these data centers, they eat electricity for like in their sleep, okay, like overnight. They tearing up the electricity, so they're gonna need, something going towards that way to make sure that that stuff happens. And that's what money will do for you. All right. Money will make some stuff move. It will make some stuff shake. All right. Especially in this area. Okay. Because we know when it comes to AI, when it comes to tech, this has been something that's been big for this party or this office. They're saying, hey, we want to be the leaders in tech or in AI. So they're pushing for that. So the AI policy and some of the praise, right? Sam Altman gave Trump some praise as a pro-business and pro-innovation guy, right? Bill Gates was discussing working together on curing major diseases. We know he's into that kind of stuff. From the stuff that he does, a lot of people have mixed feelings on Bill Gates, and he's still out here, y'all. He like I said, Microsoft CEO was there, and I know you're probably wondering, like, man, well, why is Bill Gates there too? Well, Bill Gates still got his hand in the pot, okay? Like a lot of times when these people go behind the scenes, they still in there. Don't don't let the stuff fool you. I know a lot of black folks was fooled not too long ago with Target. They thought, oh, we can go back to Target now. I never stopped going. I ain't gonna lie, never stopped going. I don't care about what y'all was talking about. But after their CEO left, oh, we can start going back to Target now. Well, you better look behind the curtains. He's still on the board. He's still making moves. So Uh, I just want to let y'all know that. But anyway, a lot of this stuff is going on, right? First Lady Melania Trump, she was right there. She's leading an AI education task force, okay, which said AI will be the biggest growth area under Trump's presidency. So, again, y'all, that's what this meeting, this luncheon was about. This dinner was about, is securing AI and tech for years to come, right? So the dinner was organized by a guy named David Sachs, which is Trump's AI and crypto Caesar czar. I don't know how to
Sorry.
say that word.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That, look, I had to go back into my in my my bag
Yeah.
for verbiage. All right, and he's like I said, he's pushing U.S. dominance in AI over China. All right, now it's tied to Trump's $500 billion Stargate AI initiative, which is the largest AI infrastructure project in history, and is building nationwide data centers. That's what was going on there. So, anyways, when it comes to this right here, why this dinner it was so important and why people had eyeballs on it. For one, there was a lot of big people in there, but two, it's showing a huge shift when it comes to Silicon Valley's stance towards Trump. I don't know if y'all remember, like a lot of, like in the past, you got Mark Zuckerberg, he's sitting right next to him. All right. You got right and left, Mark right here on the right. I'm just saying, once they were, they were in the past weary of him, like, what is he gonna do and all this stuff. And now tech leaders are actively collaborating with it. And so they're seeing the benefits of regulation, government contracts, and policy influence. And that's what they're seeing now. So observers are they said that the evening was a lot about paying respects as it was about shaping this AI future. So what do y'all think about this? Y'all think it was just a play that they were all playing to continue to grow the businesses, or if actually that's the only thing that it's about? Yeah.
Yeah, no, when I saw that picture, bro, I know no Elon though. That was disappointing. I think it would have been a very riveting conversation if Elon was there. I agree, Techos Ralph.
I mean,
I think it'd been a very interesting conversation. But truth be told, because he has like a weird relationship with Mark Zuckerberg too. So I don't know if it was that or it was just with Trump. Like, who knows with Elon? But in regards,
let's be honest, man. When the type of money that they talking about, they gonna show up. I'm sure Sam Altman got
true.
some, some enemies behind the lines.
I mean,
But
yeah,
he was in
Elon
that
wouldn't see
building.
eye to eye either. So that's another thing too. I forgot about him.
Exactly. So trust me, when they need to, they can be in the building.
But
Like they good.
wasn't it like the last conversation we had with Elon, or no, a couple of weeks ago, where Elon was trying to work with Zuckerberg to get it to buy OpenAI?
That is
A
correct.
lot of what's the word? Colluding, or help me out,
Yeah,
Technical
man.
Ralph. He's
That's
in
right.
detention. He's in detention. Trump is like, listen, you got your green card, right? So make sure you're good in these streets. Otherwise, I'll put you someplace.
I feel like I heard he got another government contract though. So
I wouldn't be
he's still
surprised.
eating. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
still
Oh, yeah,
eating,
yeah,
though.
yeah. He definitely will get it. But this is anything with AI data centers makes my ears perk up, especially the fact that they're looking to build a $500 billion initiative that spreads data centers throughout the United States. There's a lot of opportunity here, and I think the opportunity is not just in the data center, like we talked about it, but also what's powering it. Talking about the rise of nuclear plants being built. So, like, construction is going to be huge, right? And even grow further. And the reason why I like to harp on this is because we talk about tech, but not necessarily every person needs to grab a tech role. Some people just need to pivot themselves if they're ready to start working in an industry like construction, or if they're an electrician, or they're doing something along those lines, and see the great opportunity there and prepare themselves for it. Not even prepare yourselves for it because it's already here, but like just pivot your direction, your attention to that. How many people do we know in our families that could possibly be helpful in this particular arena. Elon is okay. His board proposed a trillion pay package. Yeah, he's sitting pretty. He is sitting pretty.
Yeah,
But
that ain't no joke.
that is not a joke.
One
That's like
1 trillion.
the money that they're talking about nowadays is just is mind numbing. Honestly, you just don't even realize how much money it is. And you know what I mean? Like because we talk about it so often about how many billions of dollars are going into AI right now, and yet there's still people that don't know what ChatGPT is. It's like it's
Yeah.
just mind numbing.
Yeah.
This is it's happening so fast that people are already going to be left behind. But it's gonna get it to the point that things that are happening around people, and they're like, what just hit them? And that's why we have the show, y'all. If you ever question what is the purpose of the show, it is to keep us informed and educated about a lot of these topics, so that we don't get our heads spun around in 3 to 5 years. Like, wait a second, this happened, and this affected me, and now I'm out. That is exactly
Exactly.
why we have this show, man.
Because they're doing all this talking about
Yeah.
these data centers, and you heard it here first. You heard Joseph pouring his heart out about these data centers months ago, when one of his homies that was in tech sales said, you know what? I'm exiting stage left. I know I'm killing it here at this company. I'm number one, big dog. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
And where did he go? I ain't telling nobody but my best homie. And guess what? Joseph knew the best homie. Hey, man, where he go? He went to a data center, bro. An AI data center.
The funny
What's
thing
that?
is, no, the funny thing is the person that I asked, like, where did he go? Because they're close.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really know. Something to do with like where AI comes from. And I'm like, you talking about AI data centers? He's like, yeah, something like that. Something
Exactly.
like that. And so
what's that?
It's one of those things that we got to keep ourselves informed of, because this is the new gold rush, in my opinion. How fast you can build an AI data center. Everybody that needs going to need a hosting for it. It's a needed. It's going to be a needed thing. And now we know that. Look, I'm going to go through the numbers again, y'all. Meta, $600 billion for U.S. data centers and infrastructure. So I'll put money into that. Apple, $600 billion for U.S. manufacturing in general. They didn't specifically say it's data centers. Google says they'll do a $250 billion in U.S. investments. Again, general for that one as well. So the money is moving around. We just got to position ourselves to do it. So maybe if you find yourself, if you do the research, and if you can find companies that are these data centers that do need people that are in the tech sales arena who understand AI to a degree to sell on their behalf, bro, it's going to be like right now. I don't know how much competition is in that space yet. You know what I'm saying? Like in regards to like people that are selling, it might not be that much. So if you can get
much.
let alone get with an AI company that's really doing AI and not just like a little wrapper on it, but like a company that's really doing it, you can put yourself in a really good position for yourself and your family moving forward. And Tech Coach Rouse says, oh, by the way, Google gets to keep growing. That's right. That's right. That is awesome news, because they were fighting for that for a minute.
They definitely. That's probably why they was able to give all that money. They're like, hey, you know what? Thank you, appreciate that. We're gonna 600 billion. Appreciate that, because guess why? I'm just looking at it since Rob pulled it up. 6 days ago, yes, Google is legally allowed to keep the Chrome browser, right? It was a major antitrust ruling in September. Okay, 6 days ago, that said the federal judge decided against forcing Google to sell off the browser. But here's the thing: right after that, the stock rose 8%. So yeah, they're like, hey,
ooh,
hey, don't even worry about that. Here you go. We appreciate you.
Yeah, we good now. We beat the case. Yeah. I mean, I think it was erroneous from the beginning, but I'm glad that they don't have to. Of
course it was.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy,
man. People be hating. They rooting for you on the way up. Then as soon as you tell them, hey, I made it. Somewhat I'm there. Then they change up on you.
Yeah.
And then they conspire and they got to bring you back down. They're like, now you was just rooting for me when I wasn't there. Now that I'm up here, now you trying to take me out. Why
Yeah,
they do that,
man.
man? Why they do that? They
Modern day
switch up
Mike
on you.
Jones. Modern day Mike
Yeah,
Jones. Back then he
it's
didn't want
crazy.
me. Now out they all on me.
Yeah, but that's one side of it. I'm talking about the ones where, hey, they with you, they rooting for you. Like when
Julius
Ralph,
Caesar.
like right now they rooting for Ralph. Yeah, Ralph, get it, bro. Do your thing. I see you working on that project every day, bro. In public, I see you, bro. And then after he working on so long, hey y'all, it's working.
And
They
he
press the
sells it.
button, everything go, and then the CEO see it of said large company, and they like break him off. Yeah, y'all, he come on YouTube. Hey, I just want to let y'all know I'm not gonna be making no more videos because I don't have to.
I made it.
Matter of fact, we in an undisclosed location right now, me and the family, and the reason is because my company got bought out for $2 billion, and yeah, we up. And now
Yeah.
next thing you know, everybody mad. They're like, nah, he switched up, he changed. Then they start putting out all this stuff on him. And it's like, bro, you was just rooting for me last week. This is what
Yep.
happens. This is what happens.
Tickle Strauss says, "LOL, they lift you high enough to make you their target." Was it? What they doing those
That's a fact.
the disc shooting games? Where they say
Yeah, pull.
pull.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
exactly what
it.
it is. That's gonna be my phrase going forward. Like when I see anybody like that get a fall from grace because somebody was like, "Oh, really? Pull."
Yeah,
Like,
man. Yeah. Listen, bro. That's why. Remember what I told y'all years ago? Probably last year. I don't know.
you
Can't
take
tell
a
everybody everything.
not
Can't tell them everything. Don't tell them your biggest goal. You can't tell them your biggest goal. You never know what people are into. They be conspiring behind the scenes, got all kind of witchcraft and all this kind of stuff they put on you to try and keep you down because you done told them, what God put in your heart to do. You can't do it. You can't tell them everything.
We can talk about that for a second. Tech Coach Ralph says, I already have the video recorded for when that happens.
I hear you. I hear you.
The live stream, just like, oh, I think he's live streaming right now. It's like, this is
it's on a live stream on repeat,
yeah.
45 days straight.
It's like, okay, repeat, play this whole thing straight, and I'm gonna sit on the beach with my beard and my whatever drink at hand with my family, call it a day. Maybe it's maybe you got a nice plate of a nice cup of I was gonna say coquito, but that's not what it is in in
Coke
Creole.
what?
I'll try to remember the other one.
Oh,
Coquito is
I don't know.
what's the Haitian drink? Coach Rob, you gotta put in the comments.
That's a drink. Well, I thought you was talking about a heavy,
Oh
hard
no.
drug. Like,
No,
I'm. Hey man,
not
I'm.
at all.
Look,
Crema,
I don't
that's
know.
what it is. I think it's crema.
I'm a native black. I don't know.
It's
I've
like
been in the U.S. my whole life. I have no clue.
cremas. There we go. There it is. Cremas. That's the drink. He's sitting with a nice cremas or pina colada on the beach. He's watching the stream and he's like, this is the life. All right. He's like living it up. But you just said something that sparked something that maybe remind me of this, what they said in about the lotto. So there was like this, I think it's in New Jersey or someplace, this mega, probably nationwide, where it's like 1 point something billion dollars is like the mega million drawing, some lottery like that. And then they had a lawyer come on right away. And one of the first things the lawyer says, don't tell anybody when you win. He recommends you get a lump sum, right? Because if you die, then the money, you know how they give it out gradually, you could choose that option. Then they said that could be an issue. You also want to talk to the lawyer about getting an LLC so you can keep yourself unanimous or just ambiguous, whoever won, right? And then he said, if it just tell your wife and tell your lawyer, but don't tell anybody else that you won, because that's when you're gonna get in trouble and make yourself a target. Pull.
Yeah, man.
right?
Yeah, man.
So
Cut coming out the woodwork.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
man,
boy,
what you mean? How you even get my number? What you
yeah.
mean?
Who's calling me? Right? That's another thing. He said,
Oh
wife.
no,
I
Rob,
mean,
wow, bro.
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
wild, bro.
I would tell. Well, I
Woo.
want to hear your thoughts of that, Tech Coach Ralph. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but he's like, wife, she's gonna just think
What?
I'm working a really good job for the
Yeah.
rest of my life.
Oh my God, the money just keep coming in. That's right,
She's like,
baby. That's right. You
oh
can have
man,
whatever you like, but don't ask no questions. Nah, I'm
that's
playing.
funny.
We got one pot over here, one pot. But yeah, bro, I'm with him on that, man. Don't tell nobody, none of it. I wouldn't tell him. Matter of fact, put me on. You try and put me on the screen. I might do what Drewski just did. I might show up with the white face, man.
Oh man, he's like, oh man,
Uh,
yeah, because I think you could, I think you could keep more money. Excuse me, if you do that. I don't know what the
yeah,
whole
you do.
avenue is.
Yeah, if you do anonymous, then yeah, they take some of the money. But to be honest, I wouldn't care. It's free money to you.
Yeah,
Anything over whatever you pay for that ticket is free money. Take
yeah,
the
just
anonymous joint.
yeah, for some peace and quiet. I mean, listen, peace is something that people are dying for these days. Like,
Yeah,
I'd rather get
you know,
some money and peace and all that. And
yeah, I
yeah,
probably you probably just depending on how much you win, bro. You just pay everybody off. Like, you know what? Let me see how I can legally use this 100,000 and give these people 10,000 each to never ask for me anything from me again, and then just be done with it. And then the people who are real close, hey, we probably can talk again. But just like, hey, not in that way, right? I'm not telling them
uh-huh.
this. This is what I'm thinking. If I
uh,
give you this, hey man, this is a token of my appreciation. I appreciate you for being in my life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's 10 racks. Now,
mm,
in my
oh,
mind, what am I thinking? I'm paying you right now, so I'll never have to give you nothing else again. Because I'm not.
mm,
I'm gonna ask you, hey, what you do with that? What you do with that 10? You do with that 10 spotter? I
mm.
told you.
I hear that, but my thought, my mind is like, there's gonna be that smart person in the family who puts two and two together, who's like, wait a second,
Hey,
he just paid Uncle John at 10, he paid Aunt
hey,
Mabel at 10, he
nah,
gave me
what
10.
you do
What's
is
going on, bro?
nah, bro. What you do? The only way you gonna know that is if you asking around. Because what you do is you tell them right after you give them that money. Be like, hey, don't tell nobody, man. This is a token of my appreciation for you. For being there for me all these years. You was with me from a seed. I was a little kid, and now I'm grown, man. I appreciate you. Don't tell nobody about this. This is just for you.
Yeah.
Because it is. That 10,000 was just for you. Now I'm gonna go do the same thing for this other person whose 10,000 was just for them. And now if nobody say nothing, or if only one person say something or ask, hey, then that's on them. By that time, my number is disconnected. The only person who can reach me is immediate family.
It's like, where's the number? I don't know. Let's go to his house. He don't live there no more. What's going on?
Uh-uh. I don't
Oh,
know. Hey, you see me at the family reunion. That's it.
yeah,
Like,
man.
oh,
You got to probably
where
go.
you
It's
at
probably,
now?
you're
Oh,
probably gonna like
where you at now? Oh, I just
two
flew
people.
in. I'm around. I'm around.
You see me sometimes. I was at Kroger's. I don't know what you're talking about. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the Tech Coach Route says, and I'm gonna put a disclaimer on this one. He said, women always have that one friend who they swear would never tell anyone. I
Every
honestly
time.
believe that's everybody though. I feel like everybody got that one person they feel like, yeah, I could tell him. But truth be told, they gotta be like, you know what? I can't tell you, so I'm gonna give you some hints, like in Steve Harvey show. Like I can't tell you what happened, but I'll give you some hints. You gotta guess, and they're like, what happened? I found a lot of money, and somebody in our family got it. Who got it? I can't tell you. You
Somebody.
gotta guess. Gotta go through the list, and then they go down a tray, and then like I can neither
Yep.
confirm nor deny. So it's like,
This the
I
only
mean,
one you said that on.
Yeah.
The only one you said I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah, that's happening.
Then it's like,
That's happening.
and then he get knocked up. Hey Trey, hey Trey, I gotta talk to you.
Nope.
Or Joseph, I gotta talk to you. I'll be like, no speaking English. Wrong house or wrong house. Try to get out of there.
Exactly.
Oh man, well, listen, y'all.
Ain't
What
no
would y'all
way.
do? Yeah, what would y'all do in that situation where you like come up on some money and you don't have to tell nobody, right? Would you be like take Coach Ralph and say, wife? She's not gonna know a single thing because I don't want to see all these Amazon packages in my house. Or are you gonna be like, I'm gonna tell wife and tell everybody else to hush hush with this hush hush money, and don't talk to me again about money. Or you can just be like, listen,
Exactly.
nobody, not a soul. I'm gonna act like I just
See,
got a
Ralph,
good paying job.
that's how I know Ralph. That's how I know Ralph getting to it. He already know the game. He already know the
I'm a
game.
Honda.
That's right. You
Yeah,
always
man.
keep the undercover, man.
What was
You
it
always
Pinto
keep the
back in the
undercover. Nah. Look, I always heard Pinto. I don't even know what it looked like. I need to Google Pinto so I can know what it looked like. I know what it is. It's a hoopty,
day?
right? That's how they use it. I never even seen
Yeah,
a Pinto, but yeah, you always got to keep the undercover. Okay, my
yeah.
under is a red Hyundai. Okay, red Hyundai,
You're not trying to.
2014. We got it
Like,
as soon as we got married. It is still running very well. 200,000 miles on it.
listen, if it
When you
worked,
want to
don't.
ride inconspicuously through the city, you hop in the under. Hop in the under.
Listen, try to what's the word? I was gonna say, trying to blend in, right? Listen,
That's it.
as Tech Coach Rob said, not trying to upgrade from Temu to Amazon. Listen,
Yeah, cause yeah.
I won't say who in my family, not immediate, but there is a family member who swears by Temu, and was always sending these complete this raffle game so I can get more like
Oh no,
$10
I ain't
all the
completing
time.
nothing. My
Yeah, I was like,
goddaughter sent that one time. I thought it was spam. I'm like, girl, what is you doing? You 10. You better what are you doing? Trying to get your stuff hacked. I didn't know it was real.
yeah, man. It looks like it's like, oh yeah, this is shady as ever, but it works. It worked for that situation in regards to her. But I did it one time. It was so annoying. I'm like, I ain't never do this again for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a game, and it's like I don't even know if it worked or not. I was like, this is just a waste of time for me,
Yeah.
personally speaking. No offense, but to anybody who's rocking it on Temu land like that. Tech Coach Rob says, "LOL, I got one from my wife back then, and I blocked her for 5 days." He blocked her wife. I mean, you
Yeah,
gotta see her
bro.
in the bedroom anyway. She gonna be like, "What
That's
you
why he
do?
blocked her.
You
Hey,
blocked
yeah,
me?
you can't text me right now. You better talk to me in person. You can't text me right now.
Give me a phone call." That's funny. Blocked her for 5 days. Oh man, she's like, "Well, I'm gonna block you on this couch for 5 days." Go,
Ain't no
yeah,
way. I
yeah.
wish
I
you
could do.
you ain't blocking me from no bed that we both bought together. I'm sorry.
That's right.
That's how it run in this household. I'm sorry. There's one thing I'm going to do is sleep in the bed every night. I don't care what's going down.
Take Traps has a zero spam policy. I'm not mad at you though. It could get pretty
Yeah.
annoying. It could get pretty annoying, y'all. And man, I want to just share this quick as we round up the show. I want to say thank y'all for rocking with us. I'm actually a little under the weather now. I was like, I'm sniffling and stuff now,
No,
so I just realized.
I'm with it too. I got the same
Yeah,
thing, bro. My nose is jacked up right now.
yeah. So I'm just like, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna bounce back, but I wanted to share this brown box special with y'all before we go and wrap up the show here. And the question is, when it comes to this brown box special, what's the funniest reason you have ever been fired for? And this person said, and this is by the way of Reddit, by the way. So he said, I was in my early 20s, probably 19, and I was new to the workforce and was applying to everything, including temp agencies, before I understood what they actually were. I was young, still am, LOL, and overslept because my alarm didn't go off for whatever reason. And to my way to work, I got hungry and I stopped at McDonald's for something quick. Got there with a bag in my hand to put the rest in the fridge for later and clock in. The boss walked up to me and said, "You're late. What happened?" He said, "I overslept. Sorry, sir." He replied, "What made you think it was okay to be late and stop at McDonald's?" I said, "I was hungry. I can't work hungry." His final response was, "You're free to go. I'll notify your agency. Hope McDonald's was worth it." And then after that was it was a first offense, but his expression the whole time made me want to die laughing. It was a temp job, and they gave me a new assignment. No harm, no foul. It's funny to him today.
bro, that
That's my young way of thinking.
exactly. Because I'm with the dude who fired him. I'm like, now you can't do that. Now, where he messed up is that he only brought it for himself. Now, for one, no, he messed up a couple of times. How you oversleep on your first day? That's number one. Number two, McDonald's in the refrigerator. What? Like, if you can't finish that, you just gotta throw it in the trash. There's no way it's gonna be good. There's no way it's gonna be good. There's no way it's
Be
gonna be
honest,
good.
be
And
honest,
then
it wasn't
number
good to
three,
begin with.
exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Like, there's no way it's good in the refrigerator if it's barely okay outside of. Now, number three, bro, you gotta at least bring something for the team. Like, if you're gonna be late, hey, and I stopped and got donuts. Stop and get donuts for the team. Hey, y'all, I know I'm a couple minutes late, but I was trying to stop and get us donuts, and the line was crazy, which it was. And you did stop and get the donuts. But really, it was for you. It was for you, but you got it for the team. You'll be
Mhm.
okay if you're late if you're doing it for the team. You
I
got
love it.
McDonald's for your own self. You're supposed to get all the breakfast. Uh, what is it? Not the McGriddles. Those are way too up there for the team. Whatever the McMuffins. You're supposed to get the whole team McMuffins. You come in, hey, so I'm a few minutes late, boss, but I brought everybody McMuffins. Just want to show y'all my appreciation for bringing me on here. Appreciate you.
You know,
It's
been
all
grimy.
true. What?
Oh, he said can't be the big rib because they don't sell it for breakfast. Yeah, definitely it was
Nah,
the
nah,
sauces. It probably was a sausage McMuffin, the cheapest
nah,
one.
that's wild. Yeah, let me get the McMuffin for everybody. Yeah, he wild for that.
What would have been funny and is messed up at the same time is if he basically said like with the donuts in hand, "Oh, thank you for this. By the way, you still fired." It took the donuts and just like
Now that is, but and it's within his right, man. You can't be late. Ultimately, I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do it, that's that's probably better. Ultimately, how
yeah,
you
yeah,
late
yeah,
on your first date?
yeah. It's not good at all. I mean, and
Oh,
I don't know if anybody's ever worked for a temp agency, it definitely is very fickle. Like you could be on assignment for one day and then not there the next, and then you're just like, oh dang.
man, I had a good experience when I was first getting into pharmacy um, as a technician. I went through a temp agency, and yeah, the assignment that they put me on, bro, I low key almost didn't want to leave because it was like fire, bro. Like we were packing pills for like nursing homes and stuff, but it was
Uh-huh.
like pre-packaged, so we could use our earbuds. We could, put the pills in there, put the heat press on that joint, put them on there. At the end of the day, we put everything in there, get the truck ready. The only thing was it was super repetitive, and I knew there was more for me out there. That was the only thing.
Uh,
If I was like somebody who like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life, and I'm gonna be happy, and I don't want a family, and like I just want to live it up and be good alone, bro. Perfect.
because you don't have to think about it. You just literally just like
No,
you can watch a
there's nothing to
movie.
think about, bro.
You just
Bro, you
music.
playing, but yeah, like earbuds in, mm, mm, wow,
Done.
all day.
Excellent. All
Yeah,
day, every
all
day.
day.
Oh man. Well,
They
this
they
has
hated
been.
to see me go too.
Oh, really? They're like Trey.
Like, nah,
Why you gotta do us like that?
yeah, man, because nobody left that place. I told you it was a pretty solid joint.
Wow.
Getting paid pretty well just to do that. But again, like I said, there's more for me out there. Sorry,
Listen,
y'all.
I know. It's like
Gotta spread my wings.
and fly away. And there's more for us. There's more for us for sure, y'all. In this particular Tech Coach Rob says, try would have been on protest line asking for a livable pill packaging wage.
Exactly. No, that's if I was the other person. I understand. Hey man, if you want more, just go get it. But yes, if I was the other person that I was explaining, I sure would have been out there, right? I need more money. You gotta understand, man. There's more money out there for you. You gotta go get it.
There is. And with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with us on this episode of Talk That Tech. This is great. And we definitely appreciate you guys as always. And shout out to Tech Coach Ralph for being, he gets a shout out for commenting this week. He said, "What's fault?" So that was a comment of the day. And so thank y'all again for rocking with us, y'all, and tuning in to Talk That Tech, the
#1 tech morning show in the world, baby. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace and elbow grease. Appreciate you, Tech Coach Ralph.